The Great Outdoors, presented by Camp Abbott Trading Company.
For years, ranchers in northeastern Oregon have been dealing with the introduction of Canadian gray wolves into the Pacific Northwest and the impact of predation on their cattle. And now ranchers in southern Oregon are seeing a boom in their wolf population and are starting to deal with some of the same issues. Central Oregon Daily's Brian Jennings headed to Klamath County to report on the latest developments for this week's Great Outdoors, sponsored by Camp Abbott Trading Company in Sun River.
This is the historic Nicholson Ranch in the lush Wood River Valley near Fort Klamath. It's considered prime grassland for cattle, where each summer 35,000 animals are brought into the valley to fatten up for the beef market. For decades, ranchers in the valley could sleep at night and generally not worry about the safety of their herds. That changed in 2016 when Bill Nicholson found 4 cows on his land killed by wolves.
We've got a valley full of cattle in the summertime. There's approximately 35,000 in here, and we're real concerned about what these wolves might be able to do to harm our livelihood.
It's a really slow, excruciating death too for these animals.
It's what they call 1,000 bites. That'll kill them. They'll hemorrhage and then they just eat them alive until they die.
And it takes a process of hours.
Sometimes, yeah, hours, depending on the size and the health of the animal, and they start attacking it.
We're at the Nicholson Ranch at the right time. On the northern horizon, close to the boundary of Crater Lake National Park, we spot a wolf, then another, then 3 more.
I mean, they're killers. No other way to look at it.
Butch Wampler manages the Nicholson Ranch. He says state and federal programs to manage wolves and protect cattle are not working.
They've tried to kill pack members and certain wolves to try to control that, and it doesn't seem like that's working. Somehow they need to put more pressure on them to keep them away.
Both Wampler and his boss Nicholson feel wolves should be fully removed from the endangered species list in Oregon.
What would that allow you to do then?
Hopefully it would allow us to a kill or two that we could shoot a wolf and possibly scare the rest of them off.
Do you think a rancher should be able to protect his own land?
Oh, I think so. I think if those wolves, like those wolves today that we've seen on that dead one over there, if you had the opportunity, I think you should be able to shoot them. I mean, that's kind of harsh, but that's the only way you're going to keep them off your property.
Carl Fendling is an avid hunter and conservationist. A life member of the Oregon Hunters Association, he agrees current wolf management needs revision.
The monies that's gone out to agencies to kill the animals, there are studies that say it doesn't work, of course, but to allow hunters to hunt it, there are a lot of people that want to hunt them. And if we can manage them like we do the other apex predators, cougars and bears, I think that's the way to go.
That's the key then?
It is. There's going to have to be a quota. There's going to have to be a time where we say, this has got to happen.
Will that be sooner than later?
I think later, unfortunately, yeah.
In 2016, the state counted 116 radio-collared wolves in Oregon. Many more are uncollared. They have killed approximately 150 cattle since migrating back to the state beginning 20 years ago. 14 wolves have been legally killed for cattle depredation. Another 9 have been killed under suspicious circumstances. And as the wolf population continues to grow, ranchers like Bill Nicholson expect more confrontations. I'm Brian Jennings, near Fort Klamath, for the Great Outdoors.
Thanks, Brian, for that report. And a special thanks to our Great Outdoors sponsor, Camp Abbott Trading Company in Sun River, for giving us the time and resources to explore the lakes, rivers, and mountains across our beautiful state every Wednesday night on Central Oregon Daily. We'll be right back.